education was really important. In the real world, it's what you do. See, the real world is a level playing field. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Are you with me on that? Mm-hmm. So I'm stunned at my life, but actually I'm not, because I'm a hardworking person. Anyone here a hardworking person? Yeah, I have friends of mine and they still can't believe it's happened for me. And I'm like, why not? It's gotta happen for somebody. Might as well be me. So here's how this works out. Mario's looking like, this guy's crazy. I'm gonna talk to you about some things that are going on, and I'm not gonna date anyone in here, but I'm 40 years old. And so I'm old enough to remember some things that maybe you might remember as well. I remember the first time I went home and I brought home a disc for America Online. And I put America Online in. And I heard, does anyone remember this with me? Now you're like, what was that? Did that ever happen? So you're going to go Google the history of and you're going to see the AOL disc, because his whole generation, her generation, they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But there was this thing called dial-up, and we were really excited about it when it first came out.
So slow.
It was so slow. Yeah. But when they came out with 56K on AOL, we're like, oh my God, the speed is amazing.
Yeah, it was so slow.
It's terrible, right? But when AOL went public with their stock, we were all users. Did anyone buy? For those you're old enough to do so? No. How many of you realize that we might have missed that one? Then there's a little company that came out called Yahoo. And they had this idea called a search engine. I'm like, what is, I remember the first time I typed it in, I'm like, what is this? And then they went public with their stock. And guess what I did not do? Take a guess. Same thing again, right? Then I heard about a competitor Yahoo called Google. And I'm like, how many O's are in that? And they then went public with their stock. $85 a share it came out as. And guess again what I miraculously was able to see. I've been able to in my past miss opportunities. Almost like Neo in that final scene of Matrix when they're punching and it's all going slow. And he's just kind of moving back and forth. Somehow I was able to, the opportunity's right in front of me coming. I'm like, you're not going to get me opportunity. And then you do the thing where you look back and you're like, if only I would, we do all that stuff, okay? So maybe you all missed those opportunities with me. If you did miss those opportunities with me, raise your hands.
I don't think we sitting here.
Okay. So clearly I know there's not a single person here who missed Facebook. Because, no, there's no way, Lulu, that anyone missed Facebook, because it came out at $21 a share. And as of today, it's $119 per share. So if I gave you, if I said to you, give me $21, I'll give you $119, how many times would you do that?
Right.
Would you leave here tonight? Or would you run around the corner to the ATM, withdraw everything in your account, and just keep doing it back and forth? But that's what it is. So why do you think so many people missed what I consider to be one of the most obvious stocks ever? Why do you think people missed it?
They didn't know about it.
Didn't know about it? So they had this whole thing that Facebook was going public. It was on Facebook's website. If you were on Facebook instead of liking and commenting, if you'd have read the banner that says, excited for the IPO tomorrow,
A lot of people don't understand it.
Don't understand it.
A lot of times we just don't quite, we're not taught to look forward to the outcome of something. We want something now as opposed to working for it and letting it work for us.
So there's something called reticular awareness. He's like, what? I read a lot. Reticular awareness is very simple. When you buy a blue Honda, you see blue Hondas everywhere.
Yes.
But before you buy your blue Honda, you can find you bought that color because, oh, what a unique color. But when you become aware, you can't ever lose that awareness. I'm going to give you some things over the next couple of minutes that I'm going to ruin your awareness for the rest of your life. You'll never see anything the same way again after I'm done. Is that a bold statement?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can back up my bold statement. Who's the world's most successful investor? Bill Gates, richest man in the world. Who's the most successful? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is considered the Oracle of Omaha. He's worth, as of today, $74 billion. If I gave you $1 a second, it would take me 32 years to give you $1 billion. He's worth 74. He owns a company called Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway owns things like Heinz. They own Geico. That's one of his like 200 companies. How much was the Facebook stock value?
119.
If you want to buy one share of Berkshire Hathaway stock, you've got to fork over $247,000.
On Monday, that was 240.
240. Yeah, it went up 0.43%, which equates to $1,000 in new value. Let me be clear about something. When your company's stock trades at almost $250,000 per share, it means that whatever you say in business, you're probably right. And if anyone doesn't listen to you, they are probably foolish. Everyone get me on this? Is there anyone who thinks in this room that we know more about money than Warren Buffett knows about money? Okay, very good. So my mother said, if you don't have the answers to the test, make sure you sit next to the smart kids.
I like your mother.
All of you received letters about choosing new energy suppliers in the District of Columbia. And in Maryland, all of you received letters about choosing new energy suppliers, saving money on electricity. And what do you think most people did with those letters? Throw them in the trash, because why read about anything that isn't necessary for work? And because it wasn't a bill and because it wasn't a check, it was information. Okay. So here's what Mr. Buffett has to say about that. Let's see if you think he's right. So do you think he's A, right, or B, wrong?
A.
There's a slight probability.
There's a slight. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could be attacked by aliens tomorrow. There's a probability exists. There's always probability. I like the odds of what this man is saying. So I'm going to give you this, because I want you to think about this business. So remember that website that I showed you before? This is an example of the website that Lulu has, Haja has, Ebony has in our business. One of the services we offer in this beautiful District of Columbia is energy. And we own the company. Asian owns the company called Zoom Energy. Zoom Energy is ranked on the Inc. 5000, which are the fastest growing 5,000 privately owned companies in the country. Okay? It says shop now. This is how Ebony was getting those 3 customers before you guys came. What is your zip code? 207.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm back in there.
She's like
0019.
20019. It works in Maryland too, but I'll say 20019. I'm going to click go. It's going to say that congratulations, we work with a utility company called Petco, and it also says, read what it says in orange.
Enroll today on the Sherlock 12 fixed rate plan and lock in a rate lower than the current utility rate.
Do you just like the word lower? Okay. The fixed rate plan, is everyone aware that the pace based on supply and demand, your utility pricing does? Okay. So if I get a fixed rate, that means that my rate stays steady no matter what's going on. What's the weather like today?
Cold.
Ooh.
Do you think your utility companies are A, sad, or B, happy about the weather? Absolutely they're happy. They're looking like, oh, it's freezing today. Okay. I'm going to click begin enrollment.